All right, listen up. This is a Code Ninja security advisory. We're tracking CVE 2026-2135. And what I'm about to tell you is urgent. It needs your immediate attention. We're going straight into it. We are initiating a full disclosure protocol for an active 0-day. And let me be perfectly clear, the perimeter is at risk. And when I say the perimeter is at risk, I mean your perimeter. If you're using an Android device, you need to listen closely. Your personal data, your corporate data, it's all exposed. And no, this isn't some theoretical thing. We're talking about an attacker getting into your banking apps, reading your private messages, or siphoning your company's emails right off your phone.
So let's put a name to it. CVE-2026-21385. This is not a drill. It's a confirmed 0-day vulnerability in Qualcomm chipsets, and yes, it is being actively exploited in the wild right now.
This is why we're going public. This is what we call coordinated vulnerability disclosure. Our goal is twofold. First, to give you the intel you need to protect yourself immediately. And second, to force the vendor's hands, to light a fire under them to get a patch out to everyone fast.
Okay, before we get into the technical details, we need to do a quick comms check. Let's establish a secure channel. Look, this isn't just for show. In a live threat situation like this, it's standard procedure. Staying connected means staying secure. Your security posture depends on it.
So here's the 3-step protocol. 1. Subscribe. You need real-time intel as this develops. 2. Hit like. That's your formal ACK, your acknowledgement that you've received this briefing. And 3, and this is crucial, comment with your patch status. Just patched or vulnerable. We need to gauge the blast radius out there, and your report helps us do that.
Comms check complete. Good. Now let's get into the deep dive. This is the core intel you've been waiting for. So, the big question. What's the blast radius? Just how bad is this? Let's break it down. First up, the CBSS base score. It's a 7.8. For those of you who don't live and breathe these numbers, that puts it firmly in the high-severity category. This is a big deal. And the scale? Well, it's huge. We're talking about 235 different Qualcomm chipset families. That's a massive footprint, not just in phones, but in cars and IoT devices, you name it. Now let's decode this vector string because it tells the whole story. The attack vector is local. That means the bad guy has to get an app onto your device first. But here's the scary part. Once they're on, the attack complexity and privileges required are both low. That means it's easy to pull off, and the impact, high. All of that translates to one thing. A simple malicious app can lead to a full device takeover. So what's happening under the hood? It's a classic integer overflow, specifically in the Qualcomm graphics component. The best way to think about it is like pouring a gallon of water into a pint glass. It's going to overflow, right? That overflow corrupts the system's memory. And that's the opening an attacker uses. From there, their goal is simple. Compromise your device, steal your credentials, get your corporate data, the whole shebang. This didn't just happen overnight. Let's run the timeline. Google found it and told Qualcomm way back in December. Qualcomm told the device makers in February. It finally went public in the Android Security Bulletin on March 2nd. The very next day, CISA put it on their must-patch list, the Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog. And that brings us to the critical date, March 24th. That's CISA's deadline for federal agencies to patch. You should treat it as your deadline too. Okay, everything has been leading up to this. This is the single most important piece of information in this entire briefing. The patch level you need is 2026-03-05. I'll say it again, 2026-03-05. If your device's security patch is dated anything before that, you are vulnerable. Period. So here's your immediate action item. Right now, pick up your device, go into your settings, and check your Android security patch level. You need to see a date of March 5th, 2026, or newer. Don't wait. Do it now. All right, let's wrap this up. I want to be very clear about why we do this, why we put out these public advisories. Look, we're not here to cause a panic. We disclose information like this because you have a fundamental right to know when your security is at risk. You need the right intel to protect yourself. That's it. That is the code.
Briefing complete. Stay secure.